Okay, so getting all these notes out of my head, I decided to put these notes on a synthesizer and create a tone from scratch. So what I did was open this synthesizer here called Hybrid, where we have the basic controls of any synthesizer. So we have the oscillator 1, 2, 3, the filters controlling the cutoff and the resonance. We also have the amplifier here controlling the level of the synthesizer, the panning and the chorus, delay, reverb in case you want to add some effects, and the filter envelope or the amplifier envelope controlling the HDSR, and also the LFO controls. What I basically did was like set the level of the third oscillator down to 0% because it's default by 100%. So I'm gonna get my first oscillator, which is a square, and I'm gonna set the level to 39% more or less. And I'm gonna change the shape until I get to the level that I want. Check how it sounds as I change the shape knob. Let's say here's a nice sound. And then I'm gonna go to my second oscillator. I'm gonna choose this one to be a saw wave, and I'm gonna set the level to around 33%. Then I'm gonna change the shape to fine tune where I want it to be as well. I'd say here is really nice. So what I'm gonna do now is put down the cutoff. So I'm gonna cut some of the high frequencies because they can be quite annoying if they are in a really loud volume. I'm gonna put this one down to around 71%. And I'm gonna put the resonance to 7%. The resonance is controlling, I'm just gonna put a bit of gain in the last frequencies before the cutoff. I'm gonna set this more or less to 7%. And I'm gonna use some distortion here. I'm gonna use a hard clip and set the saturation to 61%. And it's gonna become this sound, which is really strong. So I'm gonna put the volume down. Okay, and now from here, I'm gonna go to my filter cutoff and I'm gonna send it to the LFO 1 with the strength of more or less 50%. And I'm gonna set my LFO to a sawtooth wave that's gonna be synced to the notes and tempo of the song, which in this case is 90 BPM. And now we're gonna start hearing this. Which is exactly what I wanted. So I'm gonna put some chorus as well, just to give some flavor to it, like 37%. And I'm gonna set my reverb to 50% to give a lot of space. And it's sounding much better now. And I'm gonna put the envelope filter, I'm gonna set the attack to around 1.5 seconds and the release to 500 milliseconds. That's just to start the song slowly, although I could have done that with automation as well. So as if it's not enough of effects, I also added some equalization here just to shape the sound a little bit. And I add 2 flangers to add some movement to the whole synthesizer to become really spacey. And it becomes more or less like this. and that's the synthesizer.